talking about Ja Morant, and ironically, on Friday, I was saying, I hope Ja doesn't get in any more trouble. And it then was released that he brandished a gun. Now, I saw a whole video, like Twitter expose, arguments on Twitter about did Ja actually do anything illegal? Because is it a crime to flash a gun on Instagram? I mean, depends on what you think the purposes of social media is. No, it is not illegal, but the argument is he was in a strip club, and then that comes down, is it allowed where he was in the strip club? The whole thing, that's not what we're talking about here. It's talking about, I just hope Ja's fine. Somebody, I don't know, I think it might have been Luke that I talked with the other day. He brought up a great point. He believes they suspended Ja Morant for 2 games, and Ja and the league and the Grizzlies were like, look, we're going to suspend you for 2 games, but you got to do some rehab, we got to do something, PR. We're going to send you, you're going to say you're stepping away. You'll miss 10 games, but it's really on paper. Luke was saying they're on paper, it's a 2-game suspension, but they're saying he's probably going to miss like 10 games total, where they like unofficially suspend him 8 extra games or some shit, because he's stepping away and like getting help.
There's no way that.
And that's what I don't believe. That, I mean, like, okay, so how do I interpret? Because I don't want to offend anybody when we get into this. The way that I view this situation is, well, okay, so a lot of people are saying the fact that Ja didn't. I don't know if Ja grew up that life, or because he's in Memphis, because there's a lot of players and stuff that say it's Memphis because of the gang ties. Allegedly, Ja Morant has gang ties. And I don't know if this is like a Tekashi 6ix9ine situation where he's just like gets rich and surrounds himself with that life. Or from what I've heard, is his dad, I know he didn't go pro, but it was a basketball player. I don't know specifically the details of Ja Morant's upbringing. Would you let me hear your side? Because I don't want hit that like and subscribe button. We're live Monday through Friday, clips every single day.
Well, Tekashi, he was already living that life. I think he actually had the flip where he kind of settled down. Like, he's completely settled down now. But that's for good reason, because of all the stuff that happened in court or whatever. But Ja, I don't know enough about how Ja grew up. It's not how you want your star player to hold himself. That's for sure. Personally, I'm not a huge, like, if Ja's safe, if everybody's safe, that's fine to me. But
I don't think he did anything really wrong. I think if you're suspending him for beating I don't even know if he actually beat up the kid, but like, considering, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't want my franchise player to be doing this. I don't want these reports or rumors even out. I don't want him at a strip club with a gun. Like, if you're gonna go to a strip club, I don't.
There's nothing wrong with cheats.
It's just from a business standpoint, these are huge no-nos. Like, huge no-nos. You just don't want, and we talk about it a lot. Like, you just don't want him going down the wrong path. Whether it's people in his crew being enablers, people in his family being enablers. You gotta hold yourself a little bit differently, because you don't want anything to happen. So I don't really know. I've been to Memphis a couple times. It was cool. It was very boring. I'm sorry for any Memphis folk watching this video, but it was extremely boring every time I've been there.
So I saw this video. I wish Luke sent me it, and the video is basically these NFL players, and I forget what NFL. Oh, it's AJ Brown. It's AJ Brown on Ja Morant.
Some old vets.
Yeah,
they're like.
Have you seen it?
Pull up.
Okay. Here, I got it. Yeah. Can I pull up with you? Okay, I'm downloading it real quick. So this video is AJ Brown is basically saying the vibes he's gotten from John Morant from like, I guess, I don't know if it's from the experience he got from hanging out with him or just from like an outside view, like athlete from another sport looking at another athlete. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put words. I don't know what view they're like basically saying this is from, but I know it's basically AJ Brown's opinion on what John Morant is doing and like the alleged John Morant gang ties. This is what AJ Brown thinks John Morant is trying to be Larry Hoover, who's like a big gangster.
Tell your boy trying to be Larry Hoover, man. Boy.
Young fella is the truth, bro.
Chill.
You just chill.
It's Memphis, bro.
I said that people tell me y'all crazy.
Nah, it's Memphis. You around it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we know what it is. We know what it is.
like, he ain't got to be around it, though. Is what's crazy.
He sure as hell don't.
That might really put himself in them trenches.
They say, hey, John, we fuck with you. Say, I can ride with y'all. I can ride with y'all. All right.
Yeah, it's a smaller town, it's a smaller city, and he's done so much for that team and that organization and the city and the fans and everybody. And he's probably the man in Memphis. He is the man in Memphis, as he should be the man in Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's interesting as all hell. I mean, that clip, I don't know, because the pictures, I love the trending picture of Ja as like a 17-year-old where he just kind of wearing the polo that's been trending on online. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, all 3 buttons up.
And I don't know, I think so from what my understanding is, Ja, he's from South Carolina, Sumter, so, I don't know.
I think that's a great neck of the woods.
I don't know either. So from what I see is that it's small. It's about 43,000 people, and the population there is 50% black. So like my assumption, crime rate's pretty high there. It seems like from my quick glances. So maybe it looks like maybe he didn't grow up in the the nicest area of town. It's near Troy University. Again, I don't know. I don't want to put things in my mouth, but again, it goes back to just being a role model. I also don't think, again, the gun thing is as bad as beating the shit out of a 17-year-old. Do you agree with that? I think the only reason he got suspended for the gun thing was because there's evidence.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what was going on with the 17-year-old.
Nor do I know.
I think it had something to do with his mom. I think his mom was complaining about the service or something like that. I don't really.
That was outside the house.
Oh, even worse. So for the guy, like, that's not.
Yeah, no. So let's